If you skip breakfast to cut calories, or maybe you don't feel hungry in the morning, you probably never thought of it as a risk factor for diabetes. Most people think of diabetes risk in terms of what they eat. For example, sugar, carbs, or processed. But a growing body of research suggests that when you have your first meal also matters. Let's look at what the science actually says. A meta analysis pooling data from over 96,000 people found that regular breakfast skippers had a 15 to 21% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to people who ate breakfast consistently. And that's after accounting for body weight, which means it's not just explained by skippers being heavier on average. A separate French cohort study followed more than 100,000 people for about 7 years and looked specifically at timing. People who ate breakfast after 9 a.m. had a 59% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to those who ate before 8 a.m. And the relationship isn't all or nothing. Researchers found that diabetes risk climbed with every additional day per week someone skipped breakfast. So, this isn't about missing one meal, it's about a long term pattern. So, why would skipping one meal matter this much? The leading explanation involves your body's internal clock system, and it's more literal than it sounds. You probably know about your main circadian clock, the one in your brain that responds to light and controls when you feel sleepy or alert. But you also have separate smaller clocks running inside organs like your liver, pancreas, and muscles. And here's the key part: those organ level clocks aren't set by light, they're set by food, specifically by when you eat. Eating breakfast daily at the right time sends a signal to your liver and pancreas that the active part of the day has started and that they should start their engines too. Get that signal, and these internal clocks drift out of sync with the rest of the body. This kind of circadian mismatch is also seen in people with type 2 diabetes. Disrupted internal clocks lead to abnormal sugar spikes, especially in the morning. Some researchers describe this circadian disruption as a separate risk factor for diabetes in its own right, which is separate from the quality of diet that you have or weight. There does appear to be a secondary effect too. When you don't have breakfast in the morning, the lunch and dinner's response to your blood sugar is not adequate. Although this effect has only been seen in people with type 2 diabetes and has not been established in healthy individuals. Therefore, the main driver seems to be the circadian clock disruption. There are a few points that are noteworthy. These researches are observational, which means that it does show a strong association between skipping breakfast and the risk of type 2 diabetes. However, it does not prove that there's a causal relationship. People who skip breakfast tend to differ in other ways as well, in terms of quality of diet, stress, and sleep habits. The practical takeaway isn't that breakfast is magic, or if you skip one breakfast, it's going to hurt you. It gives your body an advantage in managing the blood sugar across the entire day. I hope you like this video, that it has been beneficial to you. Thank you.